Have you ever told everyone about something big you wanted to achieve? And did you notice what happened afterward? Sometimes when we talk too much about our dreams, they quietly become harder to reach. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young man named Simon. He carried very big dreams in his heart. Almost every week he started thinking about something new. One day he wanted to open a shop. The next week he planned to learn pottery. Then another idea appeared and he decided he would build a house. Simon was full of imagination and ambition, but he had one unusual habit. Before beginning anything, he told everyone in the village about his plans. He would walk proudly through the market and shout, "I will open the biggest shop in this village." People clapped for him. They smiled warmly. They spoke encouraging words. Simon felt proud. He felt important and admired. That night, he slept peacefully. But the next morning, when it was finally time to start the real work, he suddenly felt tired. The excitement was gone. The energy had disappeared. Days slowly passed, and the shop was never opened. Soon Simon came up with another idea. This time he decided to learn pottery. Again he gathered people in the village square. With a loud voice he announced his new dream. "I will make the most beautiful pots in this village. Everyone will want to buy from me." The villagers praised him again. They encouraged him with kind words. Simon felt wonderful inside. But after a few days, the excitement faded once more. He never touched the clay. The tools remained unused. This pattern repeated itself again and again for many years. Simon announced every new dream loudly. People celebrated his words with enthusiasm, but his hands remained empty, and his life stayed exactly the same. Slowly, he began to feel ashamed. He could not understand why he always failed. Deep inside, his heart grew heavy. He felt trapped and confused. One evening, Simon sat alone beside the old village well. An elder from the village slowly approached him. The man was quiet and humble. People respected him deeply, yet he rarely spoke many words. He sat beside Simon and gently asked, "My son, why do you look so troubled?" Simon sighed deeply. "I have so many dreams, but I never finish anything. I don't know what is wrong with me." The elder nodded thoughtfully. "Tell me something. What do you usually do when a new idea comes to your mind?" Simon answered quickly, "I tell everyone about it. I want people to know what I'm going to do. I want them to feel proud of me." The elder smiled softly. "Come with me tomorrow morning. I would like to show you something." The next morning, Simon met the elder in his small garden. The elder held 2 seeds in his hand. He gave one seed to Simon. "Plant this seed in the ground," he said. Simon dug a small hole and gently placed the seed into the soil. Then he covered it with earth. The elder then picked up the second seed, but instead of planting it, he held it up high in the air. He called a few children who were playing nearby. "Look, everyone," the elder said with a smile. "I have a seed. Soon it will grow into a beautiful tree. Watch how wonderful it will become." The children clapped and laughed happily. After that, the elder placed the seed on a rock and simply left it there. Days passed quietly. The elder watered the seed that was buried under the soil. He said nothing about it. Simon visited the garden often and watched closely. Slowly, a tiny green shoot appeared from the earth. Week after week, it grew taller and stronger. The elder still said nothing. He only continued watering it silently. Meanwhile, the seed that had been placed on the rock remained exactly the same. The hot sun dried it out. Birds pecked at it and carried small pieces away. It never grew into anything. After several weeks, Simon saw a small plant standing firmly in the soil. The other seed had completely disappeared. The elder stood beside him and spoke gently. "Simon, a seed needs silence to grow. It needs darkness. It must remain hidden under the earth. If you leave it out in the open and talk about it too much, it dries up. It gets stolen. It never becomes a tree." Simon stared quietly at the little plant. Something deep inside him suddenly shifted. The elder continued speaking softly. When you share your dreams too early, you begin to feel proud. You feel as if the work has already been done. People's praise gives you pleasure. Your mind starts believing the goal is already achieved. And because of that, your heart slowly loses the fire needed to keep moving forward. The energy meant for action gets wasted in words. Simon felt his face grow warm. He realized that he had been doing exactly this for years. Every time he announced a plan, he felt successful already, even though he had not actually done the work. The praise felt satisfying. The applause felt rewarding. He never needed to finish anything because he already felt finished. The elder gently placed a hand on Simon's shoulder. "Dreams are fragile at the beginning," he said. "They need protection. Keep them quiet. Let them grow in the dark soil of your effort. When the tree becomes strong, everyone will see it. You will not need to announce it." Simon thanked the elder and slowly walked home. His mind was filled with thoughts. That night, he made a decision. He would try something different this time, but he would tell no one about it. He chose one simple goal: to build a wooden chair. He did not announce it. He did not gather people to hear about it. He simply began working. Every evening, after finishing his daily tasks, he went to a quiet corner and worked carefully with wood. Some days he felt excited. Other days he felt tired and frustrated. But because no one knew about his project, no one asked questions, no one expected anything from him. There was no pressure. There were only his hands, his tools, and the wood. Days slowly turned into weeks. The chair began to take shape. Simon made mistakes, but he fixed them. He learned new things along the way. Little by little, the chair became stronger and smoother. When it was finally finished, Simon sat down on it. At that moment, he felt something he had never truly felt before. Real pride, not the kind of pride that comes from speaking about plans, but the pride that grows from actually doing the work. One morning, his neighbor noticed the chair outside Simon's house. "Simon, this chair is beautiful," the neighbor said with surprise. "When did you make this?" Simon smiled quietly. "I've been working on it for some time." The neighbor looked confused. "But you never told anyone." Simon nodded gently. "I wanted to finish it first." Slowly, word spread through the village. People saw the chair and admired it. They were impressed. But by then, Simon had already started his next project. This time he planned to build a small wooden table. Again, he told no one. He simply worked in silence. Weeks passed and the table was completed. After that came a shelf, then a stool. Years quietly went by, and Simon slowly became known throughout the village as a skilled craftsman. But he never announced his plans anymore. He only showed his work after it was finished. People respected him even more because his actions spoke louder than his words ever had. Simon's life changed completely. He no longer needed praise before beginning something new. He no longer chased the quick excitement of empty pride. Instead, he discovered something much deeper: the quiet satisfaction of building something real with his own hands. Now think about your own life. How many times have you announced a goal and then slowly lost the motivation to pursue it? How many dreams have you shared too early, only to watch them fade away? When you speak about your plans too soon, you often give away the power that should drive your effort. Other people's reactions start replacing your own hard work. Keep your dreams close to your heart. Protect them carefully. Allow your effort to grow quietly. Let your work speak when the time is right. The world does not need to hear what you are building. It only needs to see what you have built. So, the next time you feel the urge to tell everyone about your big idea, pause for a moment. Stay quiet. Let the seed grow in darkness. When the tree becomes strong, everyone will see it without you needing to say a single word. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who might need to hear it. Subscribe for more stories that gently change the way we see life. Thank you for listening.